First up, though, it is the Aprilia Superteen Challenge. Steve is down on the grid.
Championship leader Chrissy Rouse is in pole position for the first of the Aprilia Dunlop Superteen races, and number 55, he's looking in pretty good form. He, along with his teammate here, Callum Bay, number 80 from Scotland, he's a rookie. They have been flying this weekend, and it's all down to two people to catch them, followed by, well, a whole list of riders. You can see on the second row there, we've got Tom Oliver, Jake Dixon, we've got Joe Ravenscroft and Jamie Thackeray, but then we've got Harry Hartley's not actually on the grid at the moment, we don't know what's happening there. Josh Daly, number 88, we spoke to them earlier, this is what they had to say. It's always nice to have new people on our grids in the Aprilia Superteens, and Harry Hartley, number 58, it's one of your best, well, it is your best ever qualifying. A crash yesterday, hoping for better things today.
Yeah, the crashes yesterday, I put them behind me and just got back on the bike straight away and went out and finished fourth.
It seems that Chrissy Rouse and Callum Bay, their teammates, they're doing well out front. Are you and Josh going to be working together to try and catch them?
Yeah, we're going to try, as long as he doesn't knock me off this time.
And who have you got to thank?
I'd like to thank Andrew Shorten from Steptoe's Yard, Cook, Brian Braithwaite and my mechanic Gary.
Okay, well,
and trading as well.
Okay, and well done to you, Harry. We're just going to move Josh into the equation as well. Josh Daly, your best ever qualifying as well on the front row, and yesterday you got your first ever podiums on the trot. Tell us a bit about what this Club 88 is all about.
If we can get 88 sponsors to sponsor me 88 quid, it'll cover the cost of tyres and entry fees for the season.
And obviously, as we were saying to Harry, you two are going to try and look to work together to catch up Chrissy and Callum.
Yeah, we are. We're just going to tag on to each other and try and catch him.
And who would you like to thank?
All my sponsors and my dad and my granddad for helping me out this season.
Well, good luck to you both, and hopefully we'll see you smiling on the podium later.
Thanks.
Brilliant. That's what Aprilia Superteen Championships are all about. Young riders, they can be as young as 12 years old up until 18 years old. This is the finest championship for them to learn their craft in racing, and a just massive list of great racers have been churned out by this championship over the years. And a good start there out the front. We'll just see as they turn in. It looks like Callum Bay, the 12-year-old in that rookie vest, has made the best of the start. Absolutely fantastic show from this young rider during these early rounds of the Thundersport GP season, and he leads Chrissy Rouse, we can see, getting away well there in second place. And there were, as Steve mentioned, some fantastic performances in qualifying as Chrissy Rouse just pushes through into the lead there. Not just on that front row, the best for Harry Hartley and Josh Daly, but behind him, Tom Oliver, Jake Dixon, Joe Ravenscroft, Jamie Thackeray on that second row. You can just run right the way down through the grid. All 40 of the entrants here put in some fairly special qualifying performances yesterday, and look at this as the leaders stream down. Once again, you see, we saw Chrissy Rouse, who has that season's experience over Callum Bay, just get into the lead there, but Callum ahead of him when they came back to complete the lap. It changes again down at Hatchett's, the hairpin. I think the pattern is set, Steve. It's going to be turn and turn about, and it's really up to the rest of the field to do what they can to try and catch these two guys.
Yeah, John at JDF Racing, John Davis, who runs these two guys, must have a smile wider than you can imagine. They've had a fantastic weekend. They're looking really quick. Callum Bay, of course, with the orange rookie vest, is looking to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Fraser Rogers and Wayne Ryan, the previous two champions at 12 years old as well. Seems, I think I'm so used to seeing riders at 12 years old that you forget how amazing it is that they are going this quick at the front.
Yes, you get rather blasé about it. You just, but the thing is, they constantly, as it were, prove the quality, because you get such close racing in every race right throughout the season, season after season, and almost none of them do anything particularly silly. That is to say, you get a few dropping the bikes, etc., but you just get good track behaviour. You very rarely get an incident where anybody takes somebody else out by being a bit daft. It's absolutely brilliant, and I think you really have to put that down to Ian Newton, Ian and Myra, who if you like, babysit the entire series. They are behind the Aprilia Superteens series, but they also do a lot of work behind the scenes, don't they? Just mentoring their young charges.
Well, I think between Ian, Myra and Jimmy down at the Aprilia truck, I've never known people to work as hard as they do to make sure something is right and it works, and it really does. I mean, it's fantastic to watch. Look at these two at the front here, having a fantastic battle. But further behind here, this battle coming up for second, there's Jack Keane. Jack Keane's doing ever so well there from Norwich, Jack number 114, but they're just tripping over each other, which is just allowing obviously Chrissy Rouse and Callum Bay to edge away at the front.
And Josh Daly there, just behind Jack Keane, and just nicks ahead of him just as they run out of shot there. But up ahead, Callum Bay once again back in the lead. We're only a couple of laps in. We must have had half a dozen. No, I think even more. There may have been 8 changes of lead so far. And there we see Josh Daly still just in third at the completion of the lap.
Yeah, Chrissy Rouse is a real class act though, obviously leading the championship, an extremely smooth rider, but he's really met his match here with his teammate Callum Bay, tiny little Scot from Huntley, and his mum's been very proud of his efforts so far this season, and considering he's not even seen these circuits before, it really is remarkable.
Now that was fantastic drive out of Debeni by Chrissy Rouse, and he retakes the lead there in front of the clubhouse, runs out to the S's. Now of course, this another problem, Steve, for particularly these young riders. There will be those out there for whom it's obviously very early stages in their racing career, so they're going to get quite a few back markers to deal with as leaders, and it's up to them, it's the responsibility of the leaders to pick their way past those back markers as carefully as they can.
It is, yeah, and gradually as time goes by they all get a little bit more used to it. I mean, we saw in the first season, obviously when we televised the Aprilia Superteens, we saw 1 or 2 crashes here and there, but they all seem to be learning pretty well. There's Callum Bay. That battle for third though is absolutely brilliant at the moment, really hotting up, and Jamie Thackeray we just saw go through there, obviously kindly enough lent us the shots of his bike for the onboard, and he's having one of the weekends of his life.
Well, at the moment, Chrissy Rouse just with that advantage over Callum Bay, but you can see that they have put daylight between themselves and the field, so they can concentrate on the battle between themselves, not have to worry too much at the moment about anybody else. And there, further back, you see 99 Jordan Hull and 61 Harry Coomber.
Yes, worth mentioning as well, Robin, a couple of absentees for this weekend. Tommy Mountain, one of the championship hopefuls, obviously from Mallory Park. If you're wondering where Tommy's gone, he had a bit of an incident at Cadwell Park testing. He's obviously broken his arm, set to be back for Snetterton. Just shows how the youngsters bounce. And also, of course, Sam Cherry, who pre-booked a holiday at the start of the season, obviously not expecting to be going up the sharp end of the championship, and is obviously sunning himself at the moment.
Well, last lap flag is out there. Yes, I'm not sure Sam would have booked the holiday. I think it was his mum and dad. I think their ears might be burning. But, well, we hope to welcome them back, as you say, at Snetterton. But there, Chrissy Rouse at the moment really is seriously making hay while the sun shines out in the lead. Callum Bay in that safe second, and Chrissy putting in fastest lap of the race as well. So half a lap to go for him.
Yeah, this will extend Chrissy Rouse's lead in the championship to about 36 points. So this early stage of the season, that's a nice advantage to have for Chrissy, and he's going to make it 3 out of 3 because, of course, he did take those wins earlier. Josh Daly at the moment is currently leading the battle for third.
Yeah, Jack Keane right in his wheel tracks there. So they pick their way through some slower riders, but up the front, this looking very good. Stately progress now for Chrissy Rouse as he'll come round down Woodlands into Honda and see the checker flag being given some air. There we are, checker flag for Chrissy Rouse. Good win for him in the first of these Aprilia Superteen Challenge races. And just a cheerful kick of the foot and a thumbs up from Chrissy Rouse as he rounds hatchets. And an excellent second place for Callum Bay. Josh Daly won the battle for third ahead of Jack Keane. Jamie Thackeray was fifth, and Tom Oliver an excellent sixth position. And there we see the 1, 2, 3 of it: Chrissy Rouse, Callum Bay and Josh Daly. And the Nitro newcomers: Callum Bay, Sid Hargreaves and Joe Collier.
Chrissy Rouse, you and your teammate Callum Bay have had a fantastic weekend. It's your third win on the trot, and you've got a healthy lead in the championship now.
Yeah, I think I've got a 31-point lead now, and it's just a nice cushion to have going into the third round at Snelling.
You got the lap record here yesterday as well, so you're really proving how quick you are. For next race, obviously you're looking for another win. Do you reckon Callum Bay's got the edge on you on this one?
Well, it's normally when we hit back markers where the lead like extends or shortens or whatever. And then the last race I managed to get through them a bit quicker and get a good lead. So I honestly don't know. I'm hoping to win, but.
And who would you like to thank?
I'd like to say a massive thank you to my mum and dad, John at JDF Racing, Derek at Magnum for doing the team engines, Ian at Mistral for doing the team fairings and bodywork, Mr. Winch, the principal of my school, Emmanuel College Gateshead, Scott James at SLJ Web Design for doing my website, Mary for doing my board, thanks a lot, you're a star, James Falcard for mentoring us this weekend, and a massive thank you to Ian Stanton for all his help. Thank you.